Hello and welcome back to the channel. Hello Dominance, Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell for any updates on new videos that may be coming your way to grow this channel. Coming up in this episode, we see the Maroons and Blues have named their squads for Origin Game 3, and I give you my prediction for the game. And Ralph Rimmer spoke to the press about 2023's RFL structure. RFL Chief Executive Ralph Rimmer says there will be no structural changes for the 2023 season as they wait recommendations from new partners IMG. The global marketing company IMG were announced as a strategic partner of the RFL and Super League recently on a 12-year deal to help restructure and re-image the sport. The three-division structure with promotion and relegation will remain intact for next season, but key dates won't be decided until IMG completes its initial fact-finding exercise. Rimmer told the Press Association that there will be no changes for 2023. He said there might be some changes in the transition at the end of the 2023 season, but we'll see how that comes together. We'll do lots of different permutations while we await the outcome of the IMG's consultation. The appointment of IMG came as a result of realignment talks between the RFL and Super League, which has led to the creation of a third body handling the sport's commercial interests. With the current TV deal with Sky currently due to run out at the end of 2023, changes are expected to be made at the end of this next season. The long speculated change to 2 divisions of 10 is thought to be still on the table. Currently, clubs outside of the Super League are anxious targeting high finishes in 2023 so that they don't become victims of the anticipated cull to the professional game. There has been little indication yet as to what IMG's recommendations may be, though they are beginning to hold consultations with stakeholders, including a session with the media later this month. IMG are not being paid for their work, but will instead be incentivized by taking a share of any profits generated through fresh initiatives. Rimmer added, "There are lots of different elements to the project. Lots of people are focused on what the competition structure might look like, but this is about them bringing resources and expertise to help promote ourselves and put the sport on a different platforms going forward. It's a complicated piece of work. First of all, we had to realign the governance because whoever comes in to support us needs to know that they could influence what's going on. They are doing some work in the background about how we might promote the game and what the competition structure might look like from 2024 onwards, but we need to get the ball rolling before that. So hopefully we can create some sort of tsunami that will take us through to 2024 and beyond." Rimmer also emphasised the long-term nature of the deal with IMG should provide some stability for rugby league, which has constantly chopped and changed its structure over the past decade or so. Licensing was brought in 2008 and was phased out in 2014 to replace by the much maligned Super 8 format, which, in my opinion, did have some moments of spectacular rugby league. The Super 8 format was ditched in favour of Super League's traditional one-up, one-down promotion and relegation format from the start of the 2019 season, so no real consistency has been going on. I'm going to be honest, the Rugby Football League should be 14-team 4-league division. 14 team per 3-league division. What do I mean by that? Well, simple. 14 teams Super League, 14 teams Championship, 14 teams League One. League One should be semi-professional. We should still have it as Rugby Football League Europe. That should be the change. Because the 2 French teams will not want to be part of a UK brand, but they want to be part of the Super League. We need the two French teams because they've got a massive catchment area. If you saw Saints' visit to Catalan at the weekend, the visitors that went to Catalans in numbers for away fans, and they do that to Toulouse as well. Usually more than what they do take to away venues in the UK. Apart from the big, massive derbies, and sometimes Salford against Warrington, as we saw in the video yesterday. 2 days ago, sorry. No, yesterday. I'll digress. Anyway, so we need different avenues of bringing fans into the game. We can't be parochial. That's a word that I've used a lot, and we still are. Someone had a comment with me about Sydney having 9 teams in the NRL. Yes, but they have 5.4 million people in Sydney. Not the state. Sydney. We have 5.4 million in Yorkshire with 13 teams in the structure. But would a fan from the LS postcode support a Pontefract postcode team? No. That's the size of Sydney. That's the difference. Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments below on how you would structure the Rugby Football League. Let's turn our attentions to State of Origin now, as both sides have named their squads for Game 3. And Queensland coach Billy Slater has made one change to the side that was defeated by the Blues in Game 2 of the State of Origin series, with Cowboys forward Tom Gilbert called into the squad to replace Felice Kafusi. Kafusi, who had scored a try in Game 2 and made 14 appearances for the Maroons since his Origin debut in 2018, is unavailable due to family reasons. Instead, Slater will turn to Cowboys' young gun Jeremiah Nane in the back row, with Gilbert joining Harry Grant, Jay Arrow and Patrick Carrigan in on the bench. That's Gilbert there. Gilbert will be the 8th North Queensland player to be involved in Origin this year, with Hamiso Taboai Fidal, Valentine Holmes, Tom Dearden, Ruben Cotter and Nane all featuring in the Maroon squad for Game 1, while Murray Tuilagi joined the group in making his debut for Game 2. Jordan McLean also joined the New South Wales squad for Game 2 and is expected to be naming the Blue squad for Game 3. Broncos prop Tom Fledgler remains part of the wider squad as the 18th man, as does Titans forward Bo Firma, while Roosters half Sam Walker will join the squad in the 22 jersey, as the Maroons look to clinch Game 3 of the series at home in front of a sold-out Suncorp Stadium. Storm 5'8" Cameron Munster has been named in the squad and is expected to play despite missing his side's loss to the Sea Eagles with a shoulder injury. And with that, here's the squad in full. I brought it up a little earlier, but hey ho. Kalen Ponga is expected to get over the hits that he got, which caused the bunker doctor to pull him off from the team. Selwyn Cobbo, fresh from his try-scoring exploits for the Broncos, despite losing to the Cowboys, he's in the squad once again. And Valentine Holmes, for the North Queensland Cowboys, continues in centre. Dane Gagai and his Newcastle Knights were having a good weekend as they won at home recently. Ben Hunt is expected to be the starting hooker once more from St George Illawarra Dragons, while Dale Cherry Evans will continue to lead the side around. Tino Fasamulawe Tino Fasamulawe, that's the one, I've got it eventually, of the Gold Coast Titans will be expected to continue with in the 13th position, even though the Gold Coast team did not play so well at the weekend. They were battered. Let's put it that way, and no one really stood up, with their head coach saying it was an embarrassing result. Can you say otherwise? Patrick Carrigan has had a good season so far for the Brisbane Broncos because of their side's confidence and form, and will be a bench player once again. I'm just picking out certain ones because I feel that they deserve to be mentioned. Sam Walker, I wonder if he's just in this to keep the attention of, I'm here, please pick me for Australia, because England want me. Who knows? That was just hypothetical and just a joke. He wants to play for Australia, and his dad wants him to play for Australia. But, because he was born in England, he's eligible to play for England. Brad Fittler's New South Wales has named its squad for the third and deciding 2022 State of Origin clash, with Cowboys forward Jordan McLean expected to make his debut in place of the injured Broncos prop Payne Haas. An Australian international from the 2017 Rugby League World Cup, McLean was part of the wider Blues squad for Game 2 and will come in on the run-on side alongside Jake Trbojevic at prop for his debut in Game 3. After a resounding 44 points to 12 win in Perth to level the series, the Blues are otherwise unchanged for the decider in Brisbane. Matt Burton and Stephen Crichton will be centre duos, having both been named on the run-on side, despite the availability of Jack Whiten, who missed Game 2 due to COVID. Whiten was instead named as the 18th man, with Nico Hines in 19. South Sydney superstar Latrell Mitchell confirmed earlier this week that he will be out of contention, but Api Carousel and Trbojevic remain in the side after strong performances in Perth, which saw Damien Cook and Junior Paulo feature off the bench alongside Angus Crichton and Siosifa Talakay. That bench remains unchanged for Game 3 currently, with Clint Govison, Reece Robson and Jacob Safiti named as reserves. James Tedesco will again captain the the Blues, as the Roosters captain was okay in his game at the weekend, but Panthers are still strong in the squad, with Brian Toto, Stephen Crichton, ex-Panther Matt Burton, Jerome Luai, Nathan Cleary. Luai is actually committed to playing for Tonga. Is it Tonga or Samoa? I can't remember, but not Australia for the World Cup. Api Coruscant, Penrith Panthers, Liam Martin, Isaiah Yeo. The Blues side is the starting lineup is just the Panthers team basically, as they are definitely the team to beat in the NRL. Jake Trbojevic did have a wow of a game too. He was the perfect spoiler for the rest of the Blues squad, and Coach Brad Fittler will be looking for him to continue in that vein, to stop the messing about at play the ball or causing the slow play the ball for and against the Blues. So who will win Game 3? Well, it's at home in the Maroons territory, and they had a poor Game 2, which I'm sure Billy Slater will not want them to repeat again. But the Blues have Nathan Cleary running riot with Jerome Luai. I think it's the Blues to win once again, and the Maroons to lose. They'll be treated as the underdogs Blues, as they normally are, as these kind of tournaments always favour the Maroons. There is no other option for it. You have a look at the TV coverage. When the Game 1, when the Maroons scored, there was a vignette afterwards for the player who scored. There wasn't one for the Blues. And again in Game 2, it was more Maroons talk. And the commentary team, Maroons players. Blues don't get a say in this and are still viewed as the underdogs. It'll be fun to see the Blues to raise that shield once again. Second year on the bounce and making it a legacy for the Blues. And that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide as we are looking to grow the sport. Please also click that notification bell for any new videos that may be coming your way soon. Tell me what your thoughts are of today's episode. Do you think that I'm correct that the Blues are going to be the this year's Origin champions, or are the Maroons going to pull it out of the bag somehow after their dismal performance in Game 2? Tell me also what your thoughts are of the restructuring plans. Are they limp-wristed? I feel that they are. If they're still aiming to go for 2 leagues of 10, that's kind of poor. That's very poor. They should be growing the sport, not deleting teams out of it. My thoughts are that the top tier table should be closed for 15 years. That's so that we can grow the sport in different areas. We need to. There will be different permutations about the actual teams that are involved, but the media team at Broncos are doing quite well. We need a team the size of Bradford's. Bristol are being backed by the RFL. More on that in later this week, I would say. And other options are still available. But anyway, you tell me what your thoughts are in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to share this video worldwide. But in the meantime, I wish you all the best. So please stay safe. And I'll see you in the next episode.